Did you know that the end of war routinely led to London crime waves? Britain was at war a lot in the 18th and early 19th centuries. More often than not, actually. And when peace arrived, there was celebrating and families were reunited. All good things, of course. But it also consistently led to increased criminal prosecutions in London. After each war, we see a significant jump in criminal trials that eventually levels out before actually declining the next time a war breaks out. What's going on? Are soldiers and sailors criminals? Well, some were, but that's not the whole story. Instead, what we see is the effects of peace on the economy and the local community. Firstly, when the government signed a peace treaty, they also stopped buying the things that thousands of people had been making throughout the war. Soldiers' uniforms, guns, bullets, and huge amounts of food. Second, the government almost immediately cut tens, if not hundreds of thousands of servicemen from the national payroll. Within weeks of arriving back in Britain, most soldiers and sailors were ex-soldiers and ex-sailors, having to fend for themselves, often with life-altering injuries and severe mental health issues. This floods the market with male labor just at the moment that thousands of suppliers found themselves without the government contracts that had kept them going for so long. Thirdly, the government of the day was cheap, so they didn't take these soldiers and sailors home. They dropped them in London and gave them the legal right to beg their own way home. For those that were severely injured, that may not have been an option. And as a result, the coming of peace meant London's male population swelled by tens of thousands in a matter of weeks. That put pressure on the job opportunities, on existing friendships and even romantic relationships, on the price and availability of housing, and in general, left the city scrambling to adapt to these thousands of new faces. The result, again and again, was a London crime wave with the coming of peace.